Hello viewers, welcome to Virtual Counselling Session with the Cardiff Metropolitan University. I hope you are well and safe. I'm Mohammad Raja Mia, Managing Director of TCL Global. TCL Global is an education consultancy firm, head office based in Portsmouth, UK. We have 5 offices around the world. We have our regional office in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. We have 2 offices in Bangladesh, Dhaka and Sylhet. TCL Global is working more than 70 UK universities, and we are the official partner with all these universities. And we helped more than 3,000 students last year alone. And we're the largest consultancy firm based in southeast of England. I have a guest with me, Ryan Powell from Cardiff Metropolitan University. Ryan is International Recruitment Officer for Middle East and North Africa. Welcome to our live session, Ryan. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate it. And hello to all of our students across the world, wherever you may be. Welcome and good wishes from Cardiff Metropolitan.
Okay, thank you. And also, I've got my colleague, Sakib, Global Operation Manager, also joining us today. And I'm sure that the viewers who already joined, you'll find very useful information about the Cardiff Metropolitan University. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask your question or try to answer your questions. Please stay with us and please share this session so that other students can be benefited from these sessions. So yes, Ryan, so let's start with the Cardiff Metropolitan a little bit overview, and that would be great. Then we can go and somewhere down the presentations. Then also we can take some question from the audience.
Okay. So as Mohammed has said, my name is Ryan. I am the International Recruitment Officer for Cardiff Metropolitan University. Okay, Cardiff Metropolitan being in Cardiff, which is the capital city of Wales. One of Europe's most newest, most funnest cities, okay, and one of the most cost-effective cities for students in the UK.
Okay, fantastic.
Would you like the presentation, Mohammed?
Yeah, so maybe after one more question, then you can take it. Is that okay? Yeah, Ryan, okay?
Yeah.
Sure. Ryan, you know the lockdown, this is a lockdown, lots of students actually asking our colleague the questions in the MENA regions, in North Africa and also the Middle East that about the application process and whether they should apply and what will be the advice based on the current situations. Yeah, Ryan.
Okay, it's obviously a very hot topic for everybody, okay, in terms of where we go. Do we apply now? Do we not apply? Our message is quite simple, okay? We probably, like the rest of other universities, are preparing for recruitment cycle as normal, however normal may be at the moment. We obviously don't know that. But just confirm, really, that in terms of our application numbers, our application numbers are up over 100% on the same period last year. So students are applying daily. We are receiving applications. And obviously, even with the uncertainty as to when and how the programs may run, we are still encouraging students to apply, because if, for example, the start dates are moved in line with the government notifications, obviously then the students are communicating and those applications can be deferred easily through the system. So that would be my main tip. If you are thinking of applying for UK universities and for Cardiff Metropolitan, obviously, I would advise you obviously to get those applications in, get them into the system, okay, and work with obviously TCL Global, and we can then get to a stage where if things change or if the start dates move, which is probably the most likely across the UK. At least then you're communicated properly and your processing and your advice channels will remain consistent. Okay. So that would be my tip, is that, yes, obviously keep an eye on the social media sides, keep an eye on the government pages around potential start dates or when that might be. And obviously then in terms of how those courses may start, because there may be some variation to the normal type of delivery in terms of how we start those programs. But we are hoping and preparing for life as been promoted. So we're looking at that September, October start still in our calendar.
Oh, thank you very much, Ryan. Yes, viewers who joined us, you can contact our team, our offices in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Bangladesh, and myself and my team based in Portsmouth, UK. And we are official partner of the Cardiff Met. We have been working for a number of years, and we are working very closely. So we can apply for you. It's completely free of charge. And also we are organizing virtual fair in June and July month. So where you will have the opportunity to speak directly with Ryan. So one-to-one session. So if you have any specific question, you will have the opportunity to ask the question. So please contact our team, follow our social media page and our website where you can find our contact details, and you will have the opportunity to directly connect with the Ryan, and please follow our page and register for the virtual fair where you will have more information. Thank you very much, Ryan. Maybe we can go to now the presentation, yeah, Ryan?
Yeah, certainly.
Thank you.
Certainly, we can do that. Let's just have a second. Okay. I'm hoping you can see that.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah. Fine here, yeah.
So that, as we said then, just to reintroduce, I suppose, my name is Ryan, and this is Cardiff Metropolitan University. There are two universities in Cardiff, okay, so you may be familiar with that. There's Cardiff Metropolitan and Cardiff. So it's a very, very student-focused city, okay? Just in case you're wondering where Cardiff is, have I ever heard of it? Cardiff is the capital of Wales, okay, which is located in the UK, as you can see on the map there. It's approximately 2 hours from London, okay, 2.5 hours from Portsmouth, from our friends in TCL Global, and so it's very centrally located in terms of access within the UK. It's a very, very beautiful city, okay, Cardiff, and Wales as a country is a very, very magnificent country with lots of natural parks, lots of green space, okay, which is obviously very, very important for students. Mm-hmm. And Cardiff, as we said, is one of the most vibrant modern capital cities in Europe, okay? You're going to get everything you'd expect from your capital cities, okay, from your entertainment and nightlife to social, to culture, to heritage. It's all there for you in the capital city of Wales and beyond, really. And it's, I think for me, one of the big things, it's a very, very friendly and safe city, okay, which is obviously what we all really want for our time where we're living. As we said, it is one of Europe's youngest, very friendly, very welcoming, okay, and very multi-faith, multicultural. And that, again, I think is very important. Yeah. Okay, even for Cardiff Metropolitan as it stands, you know, we have a prayer room on site. We serve halal food, so we're very sort of catered, okay, to the multinational environment. Over 140 nationalities of students, okay, are in Cardiff Metropolitan. So if you think of that, along with the other students in Cardiff University, it's a very, very international city, okay, and something that I'm sure you would like on that side of things. And in terms of why Cardiff Metropolitan, okay, numbers fairly competitive, okay, so we're looking at around 12,000 students on campus, okay, from more than 140 countries, as we said. And again, some things there, you know, in terms of top for international support, top for work experience and placement opportunities, high employment, and again, a competitive tuition fee and scholarships, okay, which is something that we're quite proud of. And certainly within Cardiff and Wales, and Cardiff is one of the most economical student cities in the UK. So you're going to get a lot more for your money in Cardiff and Wales than you would perhaps in other cities as well. In terms of the breakdown of Cardiff Metropolitan, okay, there are 5 unique schools. We've got the School of Art and Design, okay, so very futuristic and modern school, which is looking at providing the most innovative programs around art, okay, and a design-based package for both undergraduate and postgraduate. And then we've got the School of Education and Social Policy, School of Health and Sport and Science, and the School of Management, okay. The Cardiff School of Management is one of our most popular schools with our international students for the business, the HR, marketing-related programs. And recently we've launched the Cardiff School of Technologies, an extremely fun, fun-looking programs, a new school around the technologies, the computer, the robotics side of things. We're very excited about this school as well. So it's 5 unique schools bring out Cardiff Metropolitan. And the types of programs that we're offering them, everything from pre-sessional English. Okay, so if you find that your English isn't up to the required standard of perhaps an undergraduate, we can look at a pre-sessional programs for that. We do our own in-house foundation program, so an international foundation, okay, which is looking at developing on the English language side of things. Or we have a foundation which links to some of the programs within the school. So it may be an academic sort of route more for students that are looking at getting that introduction to the school, and then be able to look at the pathways beyond from there. As we said, undergraduate programs, we've got advanced entry top-ups, as you can see there, postgraduates. We also got postgraduates with an internship, okay, which is something that we launched last year. So it's a master's program for the 1 year, and then in 1 year of an internship in addition to that in the UK. So that's something that, again, international students may be quite interested with.
Okay, Ryan, sorry to interrupt you. The pre-sessional course, the durations, how is the duration of the pre-sessional course? I know it's very popular in the Middle East. Yeah. So is when they start it normally, the pre-sessional English?
The pre-sessional courses, really what we look at for those, it's based on the English language, the IELTS equivalent. So we've got a 14-week, a 10-week, and a 6-week program that we offer. Okay. So the 14-week would be for an IELTS score of 4.5. Okay, and that would be with no element less than 4.0. And that's a 14-week pre-sessional. Then we've got an IELTS score of 5.0, okay, with no minimum than 4.5, and that's the 10-week. And then we have an IELTS of 5.5, so again, no minimum than 5, and that's a 6-week program that we're offering.
Okay.
Now, something just to make you aware of for this year only, the pre-sessional programs that we are offering are going to be conducted online.
Okay.
And that's obviously in line with the COVID situation globally. What we're looking at is providing the same level of service so students can complete these pre-sessional programs in the safety of their own countries, obviously, which is important. And then those pre-sessional programs will align to the start date. So they won't impact on you as students if you're thinking, I want to do the pre-sessional, but I can't go to the UK. So that's quite important, I think. It's quite a good option that we're offering.
Okay. Thank you very much. So about the pre-sessional that is at the moment is being offered online for the June one, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, June one, okay.
That's correct, yes.
So if we go for, again, the presentations, the International Foundation year, Sakib, you have a question from the foundation, yeah?
Yeah. One thing I want to ask about the foundation year, that you have said that you have opened new department, the technology department, science department. So which courses you are providing now for the foundation from this department?
Yeah, we do the different foundation. So the International Foundation is more of a generic introduction and looking at more focus on English language development, whereas we have foundation programs that are then associated with the schools. And what that will do is give the students a more direct link into their chosen pathway. So if, for example, it was a foundation in the sort of computer engineering side, that foundation will then align nicely into the School of Technology programs that we offer. Okay.
So what's the entry requirement for foundation? IELTS requirement?
IELTS requirement on the foundation, the academic foundation is a 6.0 and the international foundation is 4.5.
Okay. And as you know, there is a different test as well, Duolingo and other tests. So instead of the UKBI IELTS, so Cardiff Met is accepting that test?
Cardiff Met at the moment, yes. Our English language team are looking into Duolingo, okay, in terms of the acceptance around the element level, which I believe we had a slight query with. So at this precise moment in time, I'm saying, yes, we are accepting Duolingo, but there are still some further discussions that we need to look for. But in addition to that, then we are now looking at the IELTS indicator, and we are accepting that for our entry onto our programs.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, IELTS indicator. Sorry.
I have one question. You know that for foundation and pre-session course, UKVI IELTS is mandatory. And for the other, this academic IELTS. But my question is that in this situation, this Duolingo will be applicable for the foundation also.
And
yes,
pre-session.
Foundation has requirement for pre-session.
Pre-session, yes.
Okay, that's I really think it's fairly very good news for the Middle East. So the viewers who actually just joined us from the Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman, United Arab Emirates, and North Africa, Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia. So you can do the Duolingo the test from your home. There is a minimum fee for this test, so that you don't need to do the UKVI IELTS if the IELTS center is closed in your country. So I think it's a good options for you. So if you contact our team in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia, and our team in UK, Portsmouth, and Bangladesh, they can advise you further about this test. And especially I think Middle East is very, very important because there's a lot of students coming for the foundation from Middle East, and the MENA regions and North Africa region. So please contact.
And for our students, I also want to share that for the Duolingo test, only fees is £149. So very, very cheap, and you can get a result by only 48 hours.
48 hours.
So don't be panic about this thing. It is almost equivalent to IELTS. So just sit for it, and you can easily get the result from your home.
I think we've got another question. Undergraduate Duolingo test is acceptable.
Yeah, Duolingo at the moment, we are obviously trying to accept Duolingo and IELTS indicator. So we're looking at the breakdown around the elements for the time being, because a Duolingo score is looking at the general score as opposed to breakdown of elements. But I'm sure that our team are working well with the Duolingo team to find the best solution on that. So yes, we are accepting at the moment, the way we stand now, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So we'll go back shortly. The presentation continues. I think we can discuss a little bit about the UG that we already covered in your presentation, that undergraduate courses. So the undergraduate application is through the UCAS application. Is there any deadline for it?
In terms of our applications, all of our applications are now on the online portal. Now, obviously, for the students, we recommend they come through yourselves at TCL Global, and you sort of help them pull that together. But the way the applications will then run, these applications can come into the system. They're processed with our admissions team. And even on a remote basis that we're working now, we're working very effectively and efficiently with our admissions team to turn around these applications. So it's normally what we find at the moment is that students, if they apply, and once the application comes to our admissions team and it gets processed, it's a few days turnaround we're looking for, and obviously whether or not that those applications go to the school for verification or whether we can make them in our office. But we turn around pretty quickly. And we do have that good relationship with admissions, so we should find that if there are any queries or if there are any delays in applications, we can obviously then we can take those forward for you and help you.
Okay, we can continue the presentation. Yeah, Brian.
Okay, yeah, certainly. I've put an example of entry requirements for. I based it just on Egypt, just to give an example. Okay, but you see the differences in terms of the foundation programs, the undergraduate or postgraduate, and what we're looking for. Now, we do have an international page, which I can show you very quickly. Okay, and it's a country specific. Okay, so what we're looking at on an international page, we have specific information, obviously, for your entry requirements, based on where you're applying from. Again, just to give you an indication of that one, if I just pick Egypt again for this example, as we scroll down, you have the information on the foundation programs, undergraduate, and what we're looking for in terms of entry. Okay, now I'm happy to share these pages with yourselves. Easy accessible from the international tab on Cardiff Metropolitan, but I'll provide you with this link on the chat side as well, so students can have a look and really tailor the entry requirements to the country and programs that they're studying. Oh, sure. Bear with me a second. Okay, so again, that just gives an indication for undergraduate, again, from Egypt on this particular example. So it's A-levels or international back, American high school diploma, as you can see there. I guess we're trying to make it as wide as we can, really, on that side of things for the applications. From an English perspective then, okay, again, just to confirm some of the things we discussed, International Foundation, we're looking at 4.5, undergraduate is 6. Some programs may be slightly different, may be higher. Okay, now again, it's important just to look at the web pages for those particular programs. Certainly some of the programs in the School of Education are a little bit, maybe a 6.5 IELTS on a postgraduate. But on the whole, this is our kind of average entry requirements for IELTS as it stands. And as you can see there, we did discuss the pre-sessional English programs as well that we run. Now, obviously, the dates will align to the dates of the on-campus deliveries. Okay, so again, a 4.5 IELTS for the 14-week, a 5.0 IELTS for the 10-week, and then a 5.5 for the 6-week program that we run. That we're then obviously assuming the students who pass those will get you entry onto those courses you're looking for. What about the all-important question, the tuition fees? Okay, so as you can see here, that our fees, we think, are fairly competitive, okay, across the UK. And this never, I always say this to students, it's not an issue. It's not, why is it cheaper? Is it because the quality is affected? No, it's not. Okay, it's because, as we said, that Cardiff is one of the cheapest student cities in the UK. Okay, so everything is relative with that. Okay, so we've got obviously the fees then and the scholarships that would be applicable, the standard international scholarships for our students. So, for example, £1,200 for the undergraduate, £1,500 for postgraduate and MBA. We do actually have a designated YouTube channel, okay, which what we try to do with this is we're providing a weekly delivery of videos, short videos that students may find interesting. So it's worth having a look and subscribing to that channel. We will talk to you everything around conditional to unconditional. How do you take your IELTS? What do you do about English language? How the application process works, as well as obviously then student blogs and focus around sort of students from other countries. So it's nice sometimes to have a look to see what those students, for example, from Egypt or from Oman, what is their impression in Cardiff and Cardiff Metropolitan. So it's a very good channel to have a look at and to subscribe to, just to provide you with a little bit more information really around our fantastic city and country. We do, as I said also at the start, have a number of postgraduate options that include an internship. Okay, so it's a standard course, so it would be the Masters, okay, plus then a 1-year internship in the UK. Now, obviously, we don't know how the internships are going to be affected with the current COVID situation, but we're still preparing and trying to obviously offer these internships as part of the delivery. There's a one-off fee for that placement. Okay, so if you do have the internship, it's a one-off fee, as you see there, of £1,800. So you're not paying the second-year tuition fees. You're paying for example, as you can see there, the Masters, the course price, plus the one-off fee of £1,800. And of course, you'd have the scholarship to come off that as well to bring it down quite nicely. They are the programs at the moment that are offering the internships. Okay, and obviously we are working closely with the academic schools to keep continuing to offer additional programs that will have these internships. But as it stands at the moment, obviously with COVID situation, this is our list of the masters with internship packages that we offer.
Okay, Ryan, I have one question. In the previous slide, I have one question.
Yeah.
for the occupational health, that is a professional course. So is there any extra requirement you need for these courses, like work experience or anything?
I think off the top of my head, there are some requirements we're going to need to look at. Again, probably from the course pages on the website would give you that information, exact information on what we'd be looking for that particular course, and I can obviously forward that on to you as well after the session if that would help.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you very much, Ryan, for your nice presentations. So viewers, I can see that already some question came, so we can answer them, we can address them. So thank you very much, Ryan. So we can go for the, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Sakib.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any question from your side? Then we can go from.
Yeah, sure. So I have some question like that. We know that Cardiff Metropolitan has January intake. So which courses are available for the January intake in Cardiff Met?
Okay. I suppose at this exact moment in time, we're unsure as to where and what might happen with our intakes anyway, as other universities in the UK are, I suppose. What I can say for the January 2020, okay, is we had an absolute mass of applications for that intake. There were obviously selected programs that we were running in January, but our numbers were way and above any other January we've ever experienced. So, which is a nice problem to have. I suppose at the moment, what we're looking for is, again, we're probably at this stage, or basing it on normality, we would say there would be a reduction of programs offered. However, with the COVID situation now, and obviously this would impact on how the kind of September, October intake would then have an impact on what programs we're offering in January. It might be a full list. Okay, at this stage, until we have the official notification, I suppose. But again, you can work with us on that. If students are interested, students can obviously speak to yourselves, and you can ask us, and we can once we have that definitive list from the school, we're obviously in a better position. But at the moment, we're assuming that that we have to run on the basis that everything will be running in January. But obviously, we have to tailor that with a COVID situation and government restrictions and start dates of October, September, October as well. So it's a lot of things.
I think for sure this time September 20 and the pressure will be more than the September 20. We'll be ready for this, I think.
It's I think everything impacts on the first, the September/October delivery first, and then I guess we see from there as an institution and as a country really as to what we offer. But we are very active with the January market, and it's something that we've been quite popular with in recent years, our January intake. So especially now this year coming up, we're expecting it to be even more popular.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Also, I think there is a January intake for the foundation. Yeah, Ryan?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I think it's very important that viewers who actually watching us in from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar, other Middle East country, because I understand due to COVID-19, the high school exam couldn't take place. So I think in coming months, maybe the government will help you to take me in the August or September time, what I heard. So you'll have an opportunity to, if you cannot join for foundation September, so you'll have an opportunity to join in January intake. So please contact our team around the world in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bangladesh, and myself, my team based in Portsmouth. We can help you about the Cardiff Metropolitan applications. And our service is completely free of charge. As I mentioned that we organized a virtual fair in June and July month. You'll have the opportunity to connect with the Ryan, and you'll have opportunity to connect and speak directly with the Ryan about the courses, entry requirements, any other question you have. So please register. Please contact our team. Our team can actually arrange for you. Yes, thank you. So Ryan, maybe we can talk a little bit about accommodation facilities for international students.
Okay, yeah, sure. Our accommodation, we pride ourselves, and obviously we are a city centre institution. we pride ourselves on our accommodation. We have a number of different options for students. We have obviously on-site, okay, our on-site halls of residence, which are actually within the campus, within one of our campus in the city. And the accommodation, will obviously then give the students a private bathroom and the shared facilities of a kitchen. The students sometimes will look for that. They will look for private halls outside of the campus, okay, which we obviously have a number of arrangements with some agencies to help with that.
Yeah.
And we also, some students will also look for housing, to rent a house in the city and have a little bit more independence. And again, we work with a number of suppliers on that we can help our accommodation team. Okay, very, very innovative and supportive, and they will really help the students find and match the students to whatever accommodation you're looking for. Okay, so whether it's a house, whether it's a shared flat, whether it's something in the city or something overlooking the sea, we can help you find those options. Okay, again, even down to preference around, potentially I might want to be with other people from my country. I might not want to be with people from my country. And again, the accommodation team have been ranked very high in terms of the residential and accommodation support. In fact, they were ranked number 1 in the UK recently for their support and the advice in terms of the International Student Barometer. So all the options are there for students. Whatever it is you want in the city, whether it's something in the university or outside the university, we can help you obviously find those options. And again, more affordable costs perhaps than other universities within the UK, other cities.
Okay. Ryan, one thing I want to ask that I think you have the student support service team. So what kind of support actually they're providing the students?
We've, we won a number of awards over the years from an institution, okay, for international student support. We have a designated welfare team, okay, so a student welfare team that are absolutely the most fantastic team around student support, and international student support, everything from your visas to accommodation to general welfare to finance. Okay, we have the teams that will help with finding placements, finding jobs. Okay, and it really is, it's a very friendly sort of city, very friendly university. And I think the support teams that offer it and the awards we've achieved for those support for international students is really something to be proud of, and something to offer that reassurance that once you get to the UK, we'll help you obviously from the airport, we'll pick you up from the airport and bring you to the capital of Wales, to Cardiff, help you with accommodation, and that help and support continues throughout the duration of the studies.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan. We've got one question. I want to know about the MPhil program. Maybe we can also touch a little bit PhD as well. Yeah, here. Okay. MPhil.
Okay, with all of these programs, what we would tend to do is have to sort of liaise with the school, okay, with the MPhils. I have to be honest, right now, I'd rather sort of look at the program themselves and get back and provide you with more information later, if that's okay, around those MPhil. Maybe we can do this as one of those one-to-one sessions. That might work quite well.
Sure. Afroza, please contact our team. So definitely, if you actually register for our virtual counseling fair, so that you will have opportunity to connect with the Ryan. And if you have any questions, you can find more about the MPhil courses. In general, I found that from the Middle East students, especially that in North Africa, the government is providing the scholarship for the PhD. And they asked, how can I apply? We receive almost every day inquiries of the PhD. So what is the best way to direct them? Should they apply through us, or should they contact directly with the supervisor? Ryan?
I think, it'd be worth, obviously we say with all of our PhDs to have a look to sort of work with the school already and have obviously the idea of the proposal and how that is going to work. I'm happy for you to take the first communication on those. And then obviously for us to have a discussion, because they are on a case-by-case basis. Okay, yeah. So all of those programs would be on an individual case basis as to whether or not there's capacity or whether the school can actually support those as well. So it's worth, I think, for any of those, if students register interest with yourselves, we can have a discussion, and I can just talk to the school before we obviously ask the students to apply and then find that we can't support it. I wouldn't want to do that. So I'd really want us to have the individual case-by-case discussions. We can talk with the school, and if obviously then the school are happy to accept that, then we look at the proposal and pulling that together. I think that's probably the best way for the students on those.
With a question, MPhil or Masters in Public Health, is there any courses related to public health?
The public health, let me just bear with me a second on this. I mean, the websites are always up to date. If I can share this page with you just to have a look. We use obviously the web pages quite a lot in terms of our promotion. And of course, it's got the up-to-date information as well on there for you. Let me just try it. There's an MSc Applied Public Health. Okay, so we do have the MSc Public Health on that side.
Okay.
And again, is it best on this environment to provide you with the links to these pages afterwards? Would that be the best thing? So these can be set up.
Yeah, sure. Yes, if you can actually contact our team, our team can actually help you with the further details. You can see the above that we have our WhatsApp number and email address where you can actually you can connect with them and they can actually help you. We got another question about the job opportunity in Cardiff. The question from Nujaman.
Okay. I mean, obviously, the UK is a competitive market, the same as any other, really. But what we obviously say is that for international students that come into the UK, and obtaining a British qualification, globally recognised. Okay, so it gives you as good a standing as anybody by receiving those British qualifications. Yes, the opportunities will be there for you, whether in Cardiff or further afield, obviously depending on the jobs that the students are actually looking for. Okay, so it's Cardiff Met is very high on employability. I think it's 96% on the last survey for graduate satisfaction and employability. So it's a very high standing, in terms of how the students then take those qualifications and obtain their sort of work in the city or the country or the UK or wherever that may be.
Yes, viewers who just joined us, Ryan from the Cardiff Met. Ryan is the international recruitment officer for the MENA regions. So if you're considering to apply Cardiff Metropolitan University, please contact our team. Our team can actually help you. If you want to talk directly with the Ryan, we have our virtual fair in June and July month. Please register as soon as possible so that you can connect directly. And if you have any question, you can ask the questions. One-to-one session will arrange for you. Little bit about the TCL Global again. So we started our journey back in 2011. We have been in the industry for 9 years. We served many students last 9 years, and we have been working with the 70 UK universities, and we have 5 offices around the world. So our service is completely free of charge, and we have our UK graduates actually can help you and advise you the right course, right informations for you, and with the right application process, then direct you for your application. So please contact our team. Our team can actually help you. Sakib, from your side, anything?
Yeah, sure. I want to ask, do you accept medium of instruction of English as an equivalent of IELTS?
Sorry, Sakiba, the signal went down. I'm afraid, sorry.
Yeah. Medium of instruction.
MOI.
MOI. Do you accept MOI certificate?
I believe it's the 12th grade. We look at those, the 12th grade English, yes.
Okay. So if anybody study like in English-speaking countries, or is medium of instruction was English from their bachelor, would you accept that certificate? Will they accept this type of students without IELTS?
We normally have a look at those again based on the countries and the institution that would be achieved from. So again, it's worth putting that together and having that discussion. We would then obviously have a look and see. But the normal kind of process would be IELTS, or at least a 12th grade English equivalent. So again, if there's a bachelor's in English, that's something we could look at on an individual case-by-case basis within the schools.
And what about your internal test?
What about the
internal test? Yeah, internal test.
Do you have any internal test, English test?
We're looking at the best mechanism to roam through that at the moment. Okay, so those testing. So again, we can send you all of the information. I'm just going to jot that one down. We can send you everything around those tests and how we're going to process that going forward with the school.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think the viewers, actually, we cover a number of points today. We discuss about the foundation, the intakes, and the foundation entry requirements around 4.5 and minimum 4. And there is 2 intakes for the foundation. We also discuss about the undergraduate. Undergraduate, you can directly apply or through the UCAS. Our team can help you. And also cover postgraduate courses. There are a number of courses are 2 years. That means you can have a 2 years visa, 2 years plus 4 months plus. Also, you can have a 2 years work permit. So that means if you come for master's courses at Cardiff Met, you'll have a 4 years, 4 months visa. And the cost of the 1 year course around 14 to 15,000 pound. So it can vary year which year you're actually going to join. And there are some scholarship as well for the Cardiff Met we discuss for each level, for foundation, for bachelor, and for master's level. So you can find out more if you can contact our team. Our team will actually help you with that. And also we discuss about the internal alternative test. So which actually at the moment the Cardiff Met actually looking at it, the alternative test they're actually going to accept. Also, we talked about the placement year, especially master's level. So there will be around like a 1,800 fee. So the Cardiff Met will guarantee will arrange for you the placement for 1 year. So I think it's a very unique opportunity, and the course fee, I think reasonable, is very low. As the Ryan mentioned, that the city itself is very nice city, and myself visited I had a very good experience, and being a city, as well as as mentioned, the low cost living, that is actually very important for the international students, especially the students joining from South Asia and Africa. Okay. Also, I think we can actually discuss here about the deposit for the cash letter. How much deposit they need to pay?
The deposit we say for international students is £3,000. Okay. And then we have 2 options then in terms of whether the students will pay the balance in one payment or via installments, which interest-free installments. So we have those 2 options set up. But yeah, the deposit deadline as it stands is the 30th of August. Okay, for these programs, and of course that guarantees that place then, as long as the students then satisfy any outstanding conditions on that. The date might change if the course start date changes as well. But again, at the moment, we're basing it on the information we have, which is the deadline of the 30th of August.
Okay, thank you.
And there will be any change in the tuition fees if the course is going online from September?
Well, as an institution, we're not looking at an online program, if that makes sense. What we might be looking at is incorporating more of a blended learning approach, maybe a starter method online, perhaps. Again, we're waiting for the official notifications around this. But we're not looking at actually changing programs to making them fully online. That is not what we're looking to do. What we'll be doing is supporting the government's initiative and trying to look for the best ways, I suppose, of social distancing and starting these programs as we like to do. So at the moment, the kind of concept is to be looking at more of a blended learning as opposed to it being online, because we don't think that is going to be the best way for us. So I mean, the fees as we see them, we're hoping to have everybody on campus for these delivery of programs. So obviously the fees will not change because it is just a kind of a hopefully face-to-face delivery.
Okay, I think Sakib, anything from your end? Finally, anything?
No, that's all. Just I want a message from Brian for our Middle East students. You know that they're very much anxious right now about the situation. So if you say them something positive news, so I think that will be really glad for them.
I think
Positive.
in our UK perspectives, because the Prime Minister actually does announce some some sort of the announcement. I think that in coming weeks we'll have a more positive news, and hoping with the number of cases and things. And also the viewers. So please contact our team. Our team can actually help you with the application process and also the virtual session. So you need to register in our with our team. Then our team can actually arrange for you one-to-one session with Ryan. So Ryan, any final things from you before we actually finish for today's session?
For me, I just want to say thank you, obviously, to TCL for providing this session. I look forward to the one-to-one sessions with some students. So please speak to the team and we can arrange those. And I think, as Saqib was saying, from a positive side of things, if there's a positive slant with the COVID situation, Cardiff and Wales, obviously, we are having a lot lower cases than other parts of England. So maybe as a positive, you know, that our cases in Cardiff are slightly lower and slightly less. But hopefully, you know, we'll be through this and we'll be back to normal, however normal may look. But I think that's the key, is that our intention is to resume when we can, and hopefully we'll have you all, some students coming to Cardiff and experiencing this city.
Okay. Thank you, viewers, for being with us, and we try to give as much information about the Cardiff Met and also the requirement courses, scholarship, and different level. So please, if contact our team is there for you, and you can connect with the WhatsApp and the email, any question you have, and our expert team can actually help you with the right informations. So stay safe, and hope to see you again in my next virtual session. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.